Hey, just wanted to talk for a few minutes about yet another reason why motorcycles are better than cars. So here's a nice little Snap-on wrench, 9/16. Snap-on. Now normally I don't buy a lot of Snap-on. Can't afford them. I tend to buy a lot of Craftsman when I need. Or if it's a good feeling wrench, Popular Mechanics. Not really fussy about wrenches as long as they do their job. But that's a nice 9/16 Snap-on wrench. It's a good wrench. OEX18. This one I just found today on Highway 20, Watertown, South Dakota. 3/4 inch. Not a great brand. Drop forged steel, made in Taiwan. 3/4 inch socket on one end, 3/4 inch wrench on the other. How about this one? There's a 15 millimeter Crescent brand. Certainly not a bad one. 15 millimeter. Got a little ratchet on one end. I like that. That's nice. How about this one? Old Stanley, 9/16. Nice little simple wrench there. Here's a screwdriver, and it's really not great, but it's old, and I always appreciate old. Yellowed, kind of an amber handle. Tip's definitely been ground down a few times, probably been used as a chisel. How about this one? This is a 7/32 socket. A little socket, 1/4 inch drive. Got a little rust on it, it's not perfect. Here's just a pair of pliers, nothing fancy, but CT Company, Jamestown, New York, USA. Good American made, good quality pliers. I don't use pliers a whole lot. How about that? Good hammer. Look at that hammer. But the one thing all these tools have in mind is that they were all found laying in the roads as I'm riding around on motorcycles. When you're riding on a motorcycle, you're always looking at your road surface, looking for sand, looking for moisture, looking for stripes, looking for your road surface and seeing what kind of grip you've got. You've got a very small contact patch of rubber. Your tires are curved in both directions, are round as well as curved, and you don't got a lot of rubber on the road. Now, radial tires, of course, have a little bit more than bias, but anyway about it, there's just not a lot of rubber on the road. So anything you can do to just get a look at the road surface ahead of you, to see what kind of traction you've got, or sand, or gravel, or moisture. But in doing such, you're going to see, hey, there's a socket stuck between the crack of that concrete there. As I stopped at the intersection of 10th Street and 4th Avenue South in Watertown, South Dakota. This one was Highway 20 and 14th Avenue in Northwest Watertown, South Dakota. That was on Kemp. All right. One by one, all of these tools, and I've got a lot more, but these were just the ones that I just saw that were out being used on some stuff, except this one, of course. I just found that one today. And I think I was actually using that as a bit of a prying bar more than a screwdriver because, well, with the smooth handle like that, looks like it's had vice grip on it, but, it's still neat. And the socket, when it's 7/32 here, I was really hoping that was a 10 millimeter. I was kind of bummed out that it wasn't a 10 millimeter. But, 9/16 there, that's an extra nice one. Well, that's 9/16 also. But 9/16 and 14 millimeter are so close to each other that they're reasonably interchangeable. And that hammer, that may not be a fresh new hammer, but, oh, boy, that's a sweet hammer. Estwing, I don't know how you pronounce that, Estwing. It's a good professional grade hammer. Long, see how long that is? The pros, they really run a long hammer. But kind of one of the neat things about motorcycle riding is that you're going to find neat stuff. Oh, I forgot to show you this one. Look at this one. Look at that. The trenching tool. This was laying out in the middle of the intersection of Highway 81 and 212 in Watertown, South Dakota. And it laid there for hours and hours, and people were driving around it and driving over it. But yeah, and I kind of always wanted one of these things anyway. So when that one was laying in the street, I was all over that. Let's see, it's been rattling around in my saddlebag. How's that go? That twists that way. There we go. It folds up, and then you turn that, and you got yourself a little shovel. Look at that. And I think Military people use these, but they turn them this way. And then they use them for digging trenches and stuff. But yeah. All of these tools found in the road because I was riding motorcycle and just saw them laying there as I was looking at my road service. But anyway, one more good reason to take up motorcycle riding. Free tools. Enjoy.